So here we go. Looks like we got a game. It is blind pick, so no bans. These guys just having it in-house for fun. Gonna go after it. So if they're gonna go after it, then we're gonna go after it. Have to get loud on this game. Make it exciting. Here we go. Tkrain on Graves. Winster on Shyvana. Absorbed payload on Cassie, which I have not actually seen him play before. Tally mark and initial dat. Team make it rain. This is indeed, although if you want to make it rain, you'd play Misfortune. Let's be honest, buddy. Let's be real for a second. Real talk. So this looks like we have Asian Koshi, Gotem on Galio. We won't see the M5 teleport Galio, which is a little bit saddening. Although Galio, great anti-mid for AP. We have GR Freak actually on Jarvan, which Jarvan's actually been pretty good lately. I've actually seen a lot of good Jarvans, and we actually have Super Threesome. I believe, I don't know what's going on there. 36ME, 36Me. I don't know. Super 6. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, on Caitlyn, and then Tkrain, the Forevermore. I think his name's David. I don't think I'm gonna go with that. Maybe it's David. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Anyways, on Rammus, great ganker. Which, if you have blind pick, obviously you're gonna get Rammus. What? Who? What? What? Anyways. So here we go. You know, Winster actually played for the Raise Your Weapon team at Intel Landfest. Actually did a very good job. Usually played AP mid. So we're going to see a Shyvana jungle versus a Rammus jungle. Rammus very strong, has the early gank advantage. Shyvana has the invade and clearing advantage. AP mid, we might see Galio versus Cassiopeia. Galio can actually handle Cassiopeia pretty well, but doesn't have an advantage. Actually, the best counter to Cassiopeia that I've seen recently is Victor. Victor, very, very strong. AP mid versus Cassiopeia. Meanwhile, we have a Graves versus a Kill Lane? No, versus... Okay, sorry, I'm out of my line. Alright, versus Caitlyn. Whoa, I'm losing my mind. Anyways, Graves versus Caitlyn. I think I've casted a lot of League of Legends recently, and my brain's on overload. But anyways, Caitlyn versus Graves. There you have it. Cleanse, not so sure about the cleanse. There's not that much CC on the other team. I mean, there's Galio's ult, understandable. Jarvan's isn't a CC. Rammus taunt actually good, so actually no, cleanse is perfectly fine. Good pickup by Tkrain. Make it rain. You are right. I want to see this Graves. He's actually been doing really good, playing a lot of AD and climbing the solo queue ranks. So I'm really interested to see Tkrain blow some fools up with Graves. And then we should have a either mid or top Scion versus a Jarvan. And then we get a Leona support for Graves. So this is a very aggressive kill lane with Leona. Has the heal, has the flash, although there's no ignites there. So not completely aggressive, and I know cleanse is a defensive spell. So it'll be interesting to see how Caitlyn Soraka does. You know, the counter to a Soraka is a kill lane, and unless they did picks ahead of time that I didn't know about, because magically nothing's lined up to the same character, and they also don't. They actually have pretty even teams, so I'm excited about this game. Should be some good shenanigans from this game. Although a lot of flash ignite, so you can definitely tell the bottom team plays a lot of solo queue, normal, low elo draft, probably, or blind pick or something. That's a lot of ignites for a team that doesn't have any specifically too big of healers. I mean, obviously, Scion is a big heal buff, but otherwise, other than that, that's a lot of try to kill ignites that I'm not sure they necessarily need. But I mean, they're perfectly acceptable. Fine, you can take ignite. That's fine. I forgive you. Then CV flash for Soraka, so she will have an escape mechanism. Will have that CV. So if they do try to want to do some early gank or early game shenanigans, they can. Although I don't think the advantage is in their favor for the level 1 team fight should they decide to do it. Scion, Leona, so much stun, Graves burst, absolutely ridiculous. Cassiopeia actually with very, very efficient damage as well as Shyvana, so I would not expect too crazy of an invade. But again, this is the Make It Rain Funhouse, as I like to call it, instead of in-house, where Ish is going to go down. It looks like both teams spreading out. Jarvan's going to run top by his lonesome. It's like, I don't care. Gather, run mid. We're going to have a gentleman's game here, because if I was Team Make It Rain, I'd be invading all over them. Lots of pings going out from purple. Looks like they want to scope out their red buff, make sure it does not get stolen from Team Make It Rain. I had to figure out a name for the purple team, because, I mean, blue teams Make It Rain. I don't know. Nothing's coming to me. If there's chat, if someone's watching in chat, and you want to type the name for the other team, I will use that, as long as it's not ridiculous and derogatory or something. Here we go. Team Make It Rain mounting up. Sion actually entering in here, so no one has actually seen Sion enter in this direction. He's coming back around. Will not get the drop onto Jarvan if they want it. Most of purple team actually is focused around. Oh my gosh! They know he's there. Checks it with his flag. But they're going to get their Ish stolen by Shyvana very easily. Probably should have left a Wraith. Probably would have been the best idea. And they should steal red, which they looks like they will do. So great Q by Cassie. They're going to put a lot of damage onto that red buff, with especially with Shyvana. And Shyvana should have an early red here. Or they could actually give it to Sion. No, they're not. Okay, Shyvana's going to take it. That's smart. But a Sion with an early red buff would be really annoying for Jarvan, because when you're in a melee lane, it's usually who's faster has the advantage. Jarvan has decided to go armor 5 pots, which against the AP character is not necessarily the smartest, although we may see AD Sion, although you did go Doran's Ring early, so that's not quite as good. I kind of don't like Sion's sustain build here if Jarvan's able to actually chunk through the shield, which he could, so we'll have to see how that works out. Rammus already looping around towards blue. Galio versus Cassiopeia, you know, again, a good lane matchup for him. Although if he's really low on mana already, bad Qs actually by Absorbed Payload. You know, if Absorbed Payload actually lands that Q and Twin Fang Harass correctly, Galio will actually be in a lot of trouble early. Looks like Rammus is stealing blue. He's trying to ninja this. It's going to be very close. Tkrain being a little stinky butter. And oh, there's Make It Rain onto Soraka. There's that kill lane that I'm talking about. Get out of position for just a little bit. I'm sorry, I actually trying to go click in some of these areas, but I can't because apparently my twin screen is making it so if I go to the right edge of the screen, I do not actually have control, so I'm going to use the arrow keys from now on. That will be safer. Looks like Sion will escape this, but you know, Tkrain actually come after early kill, very, very good. And oh, they're gonna see another kill. There it is, picking it up. Tkrain right now landing that burst perfectly, landing all 3 shots, getting maximum damage and potency out of that. Has 15 CS versus Caitlyn's 7, so double CS and 2 kills early. This Grave is going to be absolutely unstoppable. This kill lane, you could not give up kills early, and heaven forbid Leona goes back 2 and buys and gets even more tankier, and that's what's going to happen. Tally Mark, the beautiful I didn't know she, like, what was with, I swear that I didn't see her that she was in this game. Did the names change? No, okay, so anyways, Tally Mark is the one and only Kenwa, the lovely Kenwa, who actually played on the Raise Your Weapon team as well. I did not see her sneak into this game, but big fan of Dandin, so, you know, hearts to Dandin. And Winster actually, with a kill top, great gank, red buff. I need to stop talking and pay more attention to the minimap, so I'm going to do that from now on. You guys deserve to see kills, not listen to me blabber. But anyway, so Tally Mark actually a good female member of Raise Your Weapon before. She did play very well in Intel Landfest. Raise Your Weapon team that we threw together on short notice actually got 4th place, and their Ignite onto Galio. Galio really, really low here. And oh, Cassiopeia gonna go down from that taunt, got baited in there. Tkrain, you little bugger, being so sneaky. And Winster going mid to try to protect this team, Make It Rain. Oh, there's that stun onto Caitlyn. There's the dive in by Tkrain, getting chased down now. Heal going on by Soraka, but I mean, that is so much damage forced out of there. She's going to lose a lot of creep score actually here. Lane trying to be freeze here. Ram is coming from behind with that blue pill, going to go straight for Leona, who is the weakest. Great flash over, cleanses out of that taunt. Very smart move by the team Make It Rain right there. Great engagement. Getting out of that sticky situation could have been very bad there. Meanwhile, Sion being annoying to J4, as always. There, great stun combo onto Caitlyn. Caitlyn really low gun. There's the flash. Picked up again by Tkrain. Tkrain on a killing spree. 25 CS versus 11. So again, over double plus a 3-0 start. He's going to be absolutely unstoppable as this game goes on. I mean, and Jarvan doing a little counter jungle. This is a smart move for top solos when you push up a lane like this to actually rotate down, steal some jungle. All this is very dangerous as well. Should a Shyvana find you, she is much better in the jungle, much faster, and that could happen, although they do have some great wards here. Going to see her possibly rotate. Seriously, their Gallo should for sure stop this, but Leona, Graves, great kill lane. Leona has so much CC, and the skin is actually really, really awesome from her. Actually, I haven't seen this skin before. I dig it. But, I mean, another great thing you can do is just focus on there. And there we go. Slow, taunt, and mid is getting absolutely destroyed. That is the one strength right now for the purple team. The purple people eaters, as I like to call them. And, oh, ho, ho, ho. Huge damage coming from Sion. Sion kicking butt top against this Jarvan. Meanwhile, Rammus, Tkrain, if there's one bright spot for this team, it's Tkrain's play right now. As Rammus coming around, going to hit this. But, he's just going to eat a lot of damage, actually, from the Sion for his effort. There we go. Taunt coming down. Sion running away without his bubble. He isn't much to fear. Bubble going down, trying to protect himself. Tkrain's ult doing huge damage. Tries to turn around, tries to do some damage. But too little, too late. Unfortunate. And, that is how you get past the Sion's seeming tankiness. You have to get past that. Stun's going down. Ult was not going off, actually. They're not... Oh, he is level... She is just hit level 6, so... Oh, no, she's not level 6 yet. So once Tallymark gets level 6, and she gets some mana, that is key, too. Their ganks have become insane. Caitlyn only level 4, so Graves actually 2 levels up on her, plus the CS. So, really, I have a feeling that late game, no matter how this middle lane's going, no matter how top lane's going right now, the ganks from Tkrain are great. But it's not going to be enough when it comes to Graves' late game and these team fights. Let me just fix some stuff right real quick. And there we go. Alright, so back in the game, it looks like we have a chase up by blue. Looks like Cassiopeia was going to think about stealing it, but, Ram's going to quickly smite that and not give it to Galio, which is unfortunate. Galio really sad as he wants back to lane. Wants to have mummy tears. Tkrain being very aggressive here. I'm surprised we haven't seen a gank by Tkrain bottom. Obviously, that would be a high priority target for them. We saw one earlier, but there was a great cleanse out of it, so maybe he's decided, that's not an easy enough target. Going to give this blue to Sion, and J4 quickly getting out of here with his Dragon Strike and his Demacian Standard. Now, Demacian Standard, the key to that is that you place on a flag, does AoE damage, buffs your team, but you can also use your Dragon Strike to actually, if it connects with it, to lead to it, and if an enemy is in between, it will pop them up. So very, very smart play by him. And this lane is being pushed very, very hard, but Caitlyn no mana, so if she wants to try to 10 gauge net or 12 gauge net or whatever the heck it is, let's make sure we figure out these names while we're learning. 90 caliber net, so even bigger. She's going to need some mana, maybe Private Soraka, but Soraka usually doesn't buff that too early. Cassiopeia rotating. I'm interested to see when the first dragon goes down. Now that Tallymarker's gone back, Tallymarker actually does not have her Philo Stone yet, has a Ruby Crystal for that tankiness. And let's see what he has bought with his awesomeness. Already bought a BF Sword. Look at that damage. Half health already with one burst. Mana going down, heal going down. There's that great stuff from Tallymark. Should follow this up with the stun combo. Gonna lose vision, get blown up here. Should be one more dash burst combo. Burst barely lands. One last shot. Tkrain picking it up on a rampage. And this is looking very, very good. Jarvan trying to trade with AP Sign and Antran. Ooh, the curse of the Rammus Ball. Can't hit those minions. And it looks like they're already calling for Dragon. Should be able to clear this really quick with the burnout from Shyvana. Shyvana's burnout, the red that you see around here, does so much damage. And especially with this red buff and other stuff surrounding her, should be very, very good. The burnout right now dealing 58 damage a second. And it lasts for an extra 3 seconds on top of the normal. So, and increase their move speed by 40%. So not as the move speed buff, but it is good DPS. And they're able to clear that dragon very, very fast. And they're off to a 2k gold advantage. You know, they've pulled ahead in kills by 2, but most of that coming from bot lane, which is a good thing because the AD carry does need to be farmed. Rest of the team not too concerned with them getting carried away. Cassiopeia not working out too well for mid right now. Absorbed payload not doing the greatest that I've seen. Flash, Idol of Duran, great counter flash by Absorb Payload. Excellent play there. Ignoring that Idol of Duran, able to escape. And here comes Antran again. He wants another shot. Lifesteal, stun, bubble, defense for days. Antran, good luck dealing damage to that, buddy. Not gonna happen. Meanwhile, bottom being pushed really, really hard. So, you know, they're saying like, hey, you're gonna kill me a million times? You're gonna farm way better than me? Well, I'm going to kill your turret, but really just gets into half health, so there you go. Half health already. Graves going back to buy again. It's going to buy a Vamp Scepter. He has 5 pots. Why does he have 5 pots? I'm so confused. Apparently he really wants to chug pots in team fights. I don't know that mystery yet. I'll have to ask Mr. Make It Rain after this game maybe what the decision behind that was. The Cassiopeia using that very efficient Q. I mean, if you look at it, the Q does 115 plus 75 magic damage over 3 seconds. Actually gives you a 17.5% movement speed for 3 seconds if she hits a champion. So gives her an ability to chase as well, but only costs 45 mana. So I mean, if you think about that, I mean 200. So you're saying look at 230 damage for 55 mana. I mean that's stellar, really. From any spell, Cassiopeia's rotated bottom should have her ult. Yes, she does. This is going to be absolutely killer. They need to clear out this creep wave so she can sneak in here, but they do have a ward. Ult going down. Here we go. Rammus, this is a bad idea. Going to face check. Cassiopeia gets stoned. Going to get chunked to pieces. Has a defensive ball curls. Only saving Grace right here. No follow-up stuns. Lands on the trap. Graves too low to follow up. Meanwhile, Ping's going all over top. Scion chasing back J4. J4 really, really squishy up here. Has a Vamp Scepter Mercury Treads. I mean, I understand the Mercury Treads are to counter the Scion, but it's not quite enough, and fight's still going down bottom. Soraka actually picking up a kill, of all things. Kind of weird. Gallery coming bottom with the Idol of Duran, sure picking up a kill. Looks like that was the case. No, Idol of Duran is still in cooldown, so it looks like he just came bottom, helped out a little bit. Soraka picked up a kill, which, you know what, don't really care if Soraka picks up a kill, in all honesty. And here we go. Got Shyvana clearing red. Quick steal. Look how fast she can clear a jungle. That is insane. Gonna come up here behind this Jarvan. I'm expecting, man, if initial that actually had more mana, I would expect a tower dive. It looks like we're gonna get it anyways. Engaged by Jarvan. Mistake. Stun coming in. Hopefully, Dragon incoming. Red buff. Here we go. Jarvan chase under, but no, we're not gonna see it. That is unfortunate. I actually really wanted to see the dragon form. Now you can see my true form, as she says, which I love when she says it. Has that dark, dragony, evil voice. And look at the damage being brought on by Tkrain. Caitlyn has a Madrid's Razor, level 1 boots, and a Doran's Dagger. Mr. Make It Rain himself has Berserker Greaves, so already level 2 boots, a BF Sword, a Vamp Scepter, and a Doran's Dagger. So he has all the same items except for his boots are level 2, and he has a BF Sword, a Best Friend Blade, which is far better than just a Madrid's. I mean, it'll help Caitlyn last hit, but it's not really going to help her in these exchanges. Meanwhile, again, Absorb Payload wants to get eaten by that Rammus taunt. Here comes Idol of Duran, adding on there. Dragon over the top by Shyvana. Shyvana coming in here, slowing down Rammus. Defensive bar curl still up. Turning around onto Shyvana. Winster trying to be epic there. I liked the move, but a little bit too late. Not able to save his teammate. Trying to burst back down and, has to flash out of this. Great burst actually onto him. Dodges that Q from Galio. Galio with that blue, so annoying. Getting that speed buff. Meanwhile, Cyan might get this if he can flash stun. There's the flash. Will we get the bubble? There's the bubble. Oh, it's the double kill. Gets one. Oh, I wanted to see the double kill from initial that. So cool. Diving in there, being a boss, being a baller. Flash stun, bubble, what's up? Meanwhile, this turret going down probably pretty soon. Looks like Tkrain really wants to get it down. Doesn't look at Caitlyn hit him, doesn't even care. Like, what you know about damage, bro. Killing towers, killing, what's up? Now when this lane starts to roam, or they can even push this lane even harder, especially if they can get some wards, place them up here, around blue, and other layers, and they should be very good to go forward with this. Shyvana, again, massive clearing power. So strong. Initial Dad coming up here, gonna clear some waves with his bubble. Get popped up, lose some of that from that armor piercing. But, you know, Tkrain can trade pretty well, especially with his ult. Has those mobility boots for mobility. I mean, that's pretty good from a top standpoint. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the mobility boots, but it does make sense to close the distance and do his bubble combo. Really, right now, he's just trying to use it to farm. J4 trying to go for another combo there. Meanwhile, big fight going on down. Gallo trying to chase down the Shyvana. Shyvana running in there. Just missed that ace the hole incoming. Would have died anyways. Don't like that Q steal. Kill secured, as some would say, but a little bit unnecessary. It looks like they're shifting towards Dragon. They should be. Although Tkrain coming in now should have a serious item. It looks like he already has a Bloodthirster. And clean up. Isle Dragon. Here comes Make It Rain. Let's see you make it rain, buddy. Slow going down. Ooh, not going to get in there, but absorb payload, killing Caitlyn mid. Under tower, you know, Cassiopeia very strong against a non-anti-AP character. You know, when she gets to escape the Scion, it's good times. And it looks like J4 actually went down under turret as well. GR Freak saying, lucky shit. But you know what? I think, you know, maybe he just he got outplayed there with the bubble, buddy. A little too aggressive for how squishy you are as Jarvan. No offense. I mean, you have Wriggles, or just finished that, so Wriggles, Mercury Treads, and a little bit of Magic Resist. Antler coming down in. Quinster has that rage built up, ready for his Shyvana ult. Tallymark, Tkrain, gearing up for a possible dragon. I'd like to see a pink warded dragon right now from one of the teams to clear out these wards so they have the vision advantage. Hopping in the back is Freak, but you know, Tallymark kind of giving away what's up. Vision has been stolen. They cannot see through this, which is very smart. Almost steals it. You know, Antran going in there, but now Antran's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get a lot of taunt onto Tkrain. Tkrain cleanses out of that. Hop flashes out. Hops back in. Blowing up. Great ult by Tallymark. Now Mr. Make It Rain's gonna clean up. Here he comes. Here comes the triple kill from Tkrain. Make it rain, baby. There we go. There's two. Not gonna pick up a third one. Looks like Soraka's gonna run like she should, but great move there as you saw. They come in there, tried to double taunt Tkrain to keep that powerful Graves 80 out of commission, but he quickly flashed over, flashed over, and then actually dashed back into the fight, able to keep his DPS in there. And you know what? They didn't focus on the people they needed to. I mean, really, honestly, like Shyvana's. I mean, she's not too crazy. Cassiopeia is going to do most of the damage. Great ult by Tallymark there, keeping them in check. And so right now, Make It Rain looking very strong here with a 5k gold advantage. Jarvan, Rammus running top, Galio, Caitlyn, Soraka. Soraka's mid, hung out here. Still has a turret to hang out with, but, you know, not too bad. And Sion is going to take the top turret. There's that bubble burst combo. Bubble hasn't even burst yet. Bubble in your face, GR Freak. Shyvana rotating up here. Should be very strong. Antran again wants to steal blue. I don't know if they've seen this. Shyvana's going to see it. And he's going to be in a lot of trouble here. Quinster getting taunted. There goes Jarvan in there. Great flash to dodge. Great flash to dodge. Stuns are going to income. There we go. Demacia by Gerfrig. And Shyvana just tanking through that. Burnout carrying the day. Huge damage. Antran trying to get out of this as fast as he can. Nothing's going to stop that Powerball. Getting out of dodge. Caitlyn rotating up here after farming bottom. I actually would have stayed bottom if I was Caitlyn. She shouldn't be rotating. She should actually be bottom farming, killing this bottom turret, which is at half health. She could actually take this turret if she wanted to. Since she's rotating up to Galio, who can actually clear waves and should be fine, especially with a blue buff. So I really would have liked if Caitlyn would have stayed low. Now she has a Graves on top of him. Tkrain, 6-0-1, 145 CS. Easily out-CSing everybody else in the game. Being a badass. Look at that manly man right there. You know what? Graves was actually modeled after Tkrain himself, and actually they failed in replicating Tkrain's greatness, even though they had all the tools to do whatever they wanted to. They felt it was sacrilege partly too, so Tkrain more badass than Graves. Sion doing some dirty business, way pushed up, so it's going to be a 3v4 maybe? Yeah, 3v4 it looks like. And team is very, very split. Tallymark going to run into a lot of CC, but she should be able to, she can cleanse out of this. Just needs to get out of this, gets her stuns down. She will not get her stuns down. Now Sion by himself, Bubble going to be eaten through. Now you are nothing, Sion, flashing out of this, trying to get out of this. And will Tkrain be able to help? No, he won't be. Cassiopeia coming in here. We should see it ult. There we go, triple stun, here it comes. I'm expecting to see it. No, I don't see it. This is not good. Galio, I believe, does not use his Isle. Oh, his Isle is down, so never mind then. There's the stun. Gets Caitlyn. Does tons of damage. Kelso walking. Breaking my concentration. Make it rain. Trying to do some good damage here. Cassiopeia clearing race. Purple team trying to rally back here. Cutting down a little bit under that 5k advantage, but right now Tkrain too strong, leading in CS and with that 6-0 advantage. Galio, actually, and Tran, the jungle, Rammus, got to hand to him MVP so far for Purple with 6 kills and 3 deaths so far. Shyvana doing some shenanigans top, chasing down J4. You're going to see a lot of this in this game. These players like to duel. They don't like to do the standard team pushes to win games. Maybe a lot more skirmishes before this game is over. Meanwhile, Soraka being chased down by Cassiopeia and Leona. Any stun from her, if Cassiopeia is able to catch up, she will get blown up. Ooh, Caitlyn in a bad position now. Wants to push this bottom, but nothing. No collapsing going on in there. Should be safe to take this turret. She's going to have to deal with Tkrain close up and personal. Going to dash after this clear wave almost with one gunshot. That is a good sign. Already has this Phantom Dancer. So way, way ahead of the game. As long as he's able to stay effective and keep his health up, which he should be able to do with that Bloodthirster. He hasn't died yet, so he actually has 40 bonus attack damage and 25% lifesteal off of that, which is huge. So he has max stacks on his Bloodthirster. And he is ready to go. As long as he can stay alive and not give up a death and, have to reset it and all that stuff. If he can stay out of the team fights, use his mobility correct, he should be very, very good. Sion dueling up top. Antran wants another kill. Here we go. She misses the Powerball. Juke move by initial dad, but oh, there we go. There's the taunt. It's completely put up. Sion, not very tanky. I think the AD version a lot better. But meanwhile, Make It Rain's going to take mid, realizing that the distraction worked from Sion, that's the idea of a good top solo. If you can draw attention, get an uneven lane matchup, you can take objectives, and that's what they have done. But meanwhile, Rammus can powerball around everywhere he wants to. I'd like to see actually a frozen heart from Rammus at this point, but he has not done so. And Tran, come on, baby. Give me a frozen heart. I know you were so cold and heartless. Give me that okay. Give me the okay, Rammus. Give it. Looks like Make It Rain's going to click towards Dragon, which is a smart idea. A lot of Purple Team has bad. Caitlyn's not going to be in this fight should they choose to engage. And Shyvana should actually be able to clear this really quickly. They already got half health. Not going to be in time to stop this. I don't know why they pulled it out. That was a mistake, but they are going to get the boo. Rammus coming in, but should have some help. Look for the huge Graves ult going to come in from Tkrain. Great ult by Cassiopeia. There's the big ult. One person going down, and now Graves is going to clean this up. Garen has no chance of escaping this. Caitlyn's going to go down too. If she's way too close. Gets slowed down. Boom, blown up. Tkrain sitting at 7-0-3 right now. What you know about damage, Galio, because you're going to get wrecked if you decide to go toe-to-toe with the man. Cyan scaring everybody with his bubble. Should be able to push some more lanes. Looks like Tkrain's going to go down far more bottom. Stop this push lane. Meanwhile, the rest of Tkrain's going to rotate mid. Maybe push mid turret. Don't know yet. Cassiopeia looking pretty interesting. Looks like she's going the SK Ocelot build. In case anybody doesn't know what that is, Woda plus Spirit Visage. Spirit Visage obviously gives you more healing, which increases the spell vamp, although Woda was nerfed recently. Normally you also go a Revolver as well to get more spell buff. You can also go the runes if you want to have even more ridiculousness. Meanwhile, top's getting pushed pretty hard. Looks like Tkrain's going to rotate there and actually do some damage that way. Meanwhile, this Tally Mark Tkrain tandem has been running around wrecking face. So far, so potent. Again, Tkrain 7-0-3, 200 CS at 26 minutes in, by far outclassing everybody of their player in this game so far. Shyvana doing work. Cassiopeia farming like mad, wants to get even more. And I mean, the key to this is that the way that Cassiopeia is weak is she's in late game. You know, she only does damage. But if you can get enough of this, the idea between this build with the Spirit Visage, the Woda, even if you get a Revolver as well, is you have so much spell vamp that you almost stay in like a Rise. Especially if you can get a blue, you can keep casting your Twin Fang, keeping poisons up, do that sustained damage, but you gain health back as well, which makes you effective. You can't just be blown up once your ult is down as your defense mechanism. So right now, looking very good for Team Make It Rain. They have that 7k advantage, which is the key when it's going to really hurt in team fights. Cyan popping his bubble pretty prematurely. They can see this very easily. I'd like to see an Oracle from Leona or Cyan. That is what is needed at this point in the game, which they are not missing. And Shyvana's going to face check 4 people. Might pop some ults, though, which would be very good. And actually, Purple Team's in a lot of trouble here. Tallymark, we should see an ult very soon. There it comes. Canceling. There's the Idol of Duran onto the rest of the team. Meanwhile, everything else is poked out by Graves. Graves should turn back onto Antran. Antran should get a Thornmail soon, actually, but not doing a lot of damage to Mr. Turtle. Turtle, too strong. Powerballing away. Galio actually in a lot of trouble, but no one else on Make It Rain has died after the first initial burst. So Galio's going to fall here. Antran trying to run away. Tkrain trying to run him down. Just need one more dash burst. One more dash burst. There's the slow. Oh, just misses it. Just barely misses. Can't quite catch him. And actually, Cyan can push mid very hard here if he wanted to. It looks like he's not going to. Whatever, Shyvana can push this. Burnout, give me the burnout. Burnout should clear this creep wave in 0 seconds. There's our fireball, which completely misses. Not so great. Okay. Someone found my Borderlands CD, which made me very happy, but then promptly dropped it on the ground. You know, thanks for that. Oh, Atran, the curse of the minions. Run into those minions, gotta watch out for those guys. Rammus needs glasses. I've decided the next skin should have Rammus with glasses, therefore he cannot hit those minions, because he has a hard time seeing, he gets pretty dizzy with that Powerball, and sometimes he just happens to hit the minions. So Shyvana might pick up red, or will Graves take it? You know, I think Tkrain's more important, more of a baller. He should take it, and he will. What will he go back and buy? How much gold does he have? He has 3k just sitting in, so he has 11k gold. 11k gold. He has 4k more than Galio, who is the next closest person on the opponent's team, trying to protect him. And how much armor do they have? Let's see who's geared. Antran is geared to fight Graves. He has a Thornmail, which is pretty good to try to deal with his plus defensive Bob Curl. Garen doesn't really have any armor, he just has health. Caitlyn has no armor besides the Wriggles. Galio has just the armor. I think he's building for, it looks like Guardian Angel maybe, or maybe an Aegis. And then Soraka only has the... Actually, she has no armor from Heart of Gold, because Heart of Gold doesn't give armor anymore because they nerfed it because armor and health was too efficient. So, really, not a lot of armor to actually protect against this Graves play. And it's going to be a lot of trouble for them unless they can get armor, and they really need a Frozen Heart still. I called for the Frozen Heart earlier, David. Where is it? I don't even know if his name's David. I hope it's David. I keep calling him David. But, and Rammus, you're the carry. You have so much money right now for your team. Need to go pick up that Frozen Heart. But see, the smart part about a Bloodthirster actually is that against a Thornmail, you actually gain life back, and so it actually negates the Thornmail damage you're taking. It reduces your healing effectively, but you're still not going to take massive damage from the Thornmail, so you don't really care. So right now working out Tkrain, super heavy carry. They need to get onto him. The taunts need to go onto Tkrain. The idle Duran needs to catch him, silence him, do whatever you need to, but do not let him deal sustained damage in a fight because you will lose horribly. But there's so much peel. There's so much peel for Team Make It Rain. They have Leona, all her ults, all that stuff. Shyvana can actually pull people away. Just sit by the carry and ult to pull people away from him. They can also use Scion's stun. Cassiopeia can actually do a defensive ult. And look at this TK Rain just balling out. And he can actually fight this 2v1. Look at that. Already half health. Whatever. Gonna gain so much life back if he decides to kill steal. Scion tried to bait an engagement here. Oh my gosh, burnout. Creeds are fast. There's the Dragon Burst after her. Cassiopeia coming up, cleaning up Caitlyn and Trent in the middle of all of them. Not good. Looks like Jarvan's going to jump in and get absolutely destroyed by Cassiopeia, finishing that off. Slow ult goes on to Ajaxca. TK Rain wanted that so bad. He might charge past all this. He's potted up. Can actually maybe dive past this. He's so farmed. He's going to gain a bunch of health here behind this turret and help push this middle lane. This is very smart action right here. So the turret will still deny them CS, give them tons of room now to actually take this. Effectively zoning out the opposing team. Look at all this damage on the Gal. He does not have like any armor. He's finished Aegis and that's all he has. And he has a Chalice, which I don't actually like the Chalice, so they did get buffed from Magic Resist, but still... Oh, there we go. TK Rain's so fed, taking down that first turret, the first base turret, and Tkrain coming back in here. Careful, dude. I mean, you may have some armor debuffs, but I mean, you're not going to survive this Cassiopeia burst as well. Just misses the tip of that tally mark does with her stun. She has a lot of stuns, so Luna actually has Shield of Daybreak, which guards her, but her main stuns which actually gives her a stun onto her auto attack and bonus damage. But then she also has Zenith Blade, which can pause, gives her that long-range pull, and, just misses with the tip of that Zenith Blade. Tallymark playing an excellent game here, actually engaging, tanking most of the damage in team fights, and in the end, just kind of ending up, sucking up most of the cooldowns and then landing an awesome stun because everybody's surrounding her. And setting everything up for TK Rain to come in and use his AoE burst damage that Graves has. Graves almost more of a caster AD carry, which is why I actually like to play him. It's very fun. Use those cooldowns to great effect late game, not just an auto attack bot. And I think Team Make It Rain should start gearing up for Baron. TK Rain again farming like a boss, almost up to 300 CS before anyone else on the other team is up to 200. Jarvan the closest with 194 CS, but Jarvan also 06 and 4. Tkrain again with the most kills at 8. Galio with 5. This is not what you want to see. Their carry is 09 and 6 with 140 CS. Absolutely what you don't want to see. And TK Rain already has Last Whisper, Phantom Dancer, Bloodthirster, which is the perfect combo to tear anybody apart, which means that now he will be able to start chunking Rammus, and Rammus will not be nearly as effective. Rammus, meanwhile, powerballing the heck out of there. Slowed so much. And Cassiopeia actually has Rylai's Scepter now, she's even more tanky, has the Revolver combo like I talked about. And Jarvan thinking about going up there, but Tallymark really quickly responds with a stun. Winster chasing after Idle Duran, about to go down, gets cancelled. Tons of damage going on, needs the team back up. Winster's going to jump out of this. Tallymark's going to flash out. Now here comes TK Rain. Burst damage is going to be huge from this. Ult goes down. Caitlyn blown up. Cassiopeia ult. Blown up again by Cassiopeia. And now there's only J4. Leona finally going to fall. But look at that red buff. Huge damage coming off of TK Rain. Gets a kill still from Initial Dad. But that is just a kill secured. Here we go. I think this is the end for Purple Team. Down 13k in Team Gold. TK Rain absolutely murdering face. He has so much money. He just, thrown it everywhere. Has almost 30. He has 3.5k just sitting in the bank. Balling out of control. They might try to do Baron. I think they can do it. I think Graves has enough tankiness combined with his life steal and the DPS from Cassiopeia with blue. They should be able to deal enough damage to clear this. Baron doing his best job trying to stop TK Rain. They might have to trade off aggro here at some point but the damage actually should be enough. Here comes Sion. Aggro should switch over to Sion, and bam, there you go. Have it bear him. Now we have a 15k advantage. Tkrain has 4k. He could buy whatever he wanted. He could buy a Tiamat or two. Game should end very shortly. Just probably waiting for one last push from Team Make It Rain. The purple people leaders looking pretty demoralized right now. Galio is crying. Jarvan finally tanky, but a little bit too late. Their carry 0-10 and 7, not exactly the best stats for a carry again. Here we go, Baron buff, Super Fez. 14k advantage. Team Make It Rain should be able to clean this up, finish this out. And this is probably going to be the end of it all right here. I foresee. I think Antran's going to be way too engage happy, think he's tough, and get absolutely demolished by himself. Yep, but now it's going to be a 4v5 against a team that's way, way superior in ahead. And I have a feeling Caitlyn's actually going to die next, probably. Gauge, so I don't know what that gauge net. There you go, chase after 2-shot. Get wrecked. Tkrain doing work. Making it rain on the ladies. There you go, Tyler clean this out. Clear out the last turret. Jarvan jumping off. Quick flash out. Gets chunked away. Already at half health. Super low. Flash after. Finish off. Here we go. Shyvana Winster coming in with style. Going to get lasered down by the turret. Idle Durant. Very smart right there. From Galio. Galio, a bright spot for Team Purple People Leaders. Along with Mr. Antran on the Rammus with his great ganks. But this should be cleared out. One Nexus turret down. Second Nexus turret incoming. Antran coming out probably for another death. Gonna go take the long way around those. Hits Tkrain. Aggro's it, but guess what? That's not a good idea because you just got blown up, son. Here we go. Finishing this off. Nexus turret going down. Huge burst by Tkrain. Initial tag. Get another kill steal. And there you have it. Team Make It Rain winning this in-house game.
Victory.
Great game by both teams. Making it exciting.